public power utilities like the Fayetteville Public Works Commission are owned by the public, and so they're not there to make a profit. They're there to do a couple of things. One is to provide the most reliable, high-quality electricity that they can provide for the lowest possible cost. Now that's on the electric side, but on the water side, we also are supposed to supply great quality water at reasonable rates and certainly take care of that water, that wastewater that we get from the Cape Fear River here in Fayetteville, and return it to the river as clean as we got it when we took it out, or cleaner even. And so we do that also trying to keep the cost down, because if we keep the cost down, that helps our customers. And one of our customers, and major customers we have, are major employers that come. If they can get low cost, high quality electricity, they get low cost, clean, great tasting water that's handled well and returned to the river well, then they're likely to come here and hire people. And that helps all of us here because we have more people doing business here and hiring folks and giving them jobs. And it really does start from probably the best asset that the city of Fayetteville has, which is the Fayetteville Public Works Commission. Back in 2011, I got elected to the Fayetteville City Council and was made the liaison to the Fayetteville Public Works Commission. And I found it rather interesting. I thought I understood what public power was, but I really didn't until I got involved with the utility and then went to an American Public Power Association convention to see all of the different aspects of public power. And I think that our citizens in the community miss out on that bit of understanding of why we're here and what we're supposed to do. Reliability and quality when it comes to electric power is important. And where reliability counts is when you go home and you turn your light switch on and the light comes on. Everybody knows when the power goes off. They take for granted when the power comes on. And so it's good to be rated highly in that. And that's where I think the Fayetteville Public Works Commission has done a fantastic job. The American Public Power Association gives a rating called the Diamond Rating on reliability. It's called RP3. The Diamond Rating is the highest level that you can get. We've received the RP3 Diamond Award 4 times, and we're one of only, I think, 4 utilities in the country that's ever had that rating. You can't get more reliable than that. I remember the first APPA conference I went to and was astounded at the recognition of the Fayetteville Public Works Commission nationally. I'm not just talking about in the state of North Carolina. I'm talking about across the nation. One of the most highly rated utilities in the country is Fayetteville's PWC. I mean, and there are some large public utilities out there when you think about areas like I think in Southern California, also when you look around Phoenix, Arizona, San Antonio, Texas. These are large cities. And Fayetteville's PWC ranks right up there with them. I think that's just an awesome statement about the quality of the people that work in our utility and the type of service they bring to our community. I think one of the major benefits for public power for communities is the fact that the utility is controlled locally. A lot of these investor-owned utilities, you have no clue who's running your utility. But when you have a local public power utility, you know who the commissioners are. It's in the paper. You know they're appointed by your city council, and you know it's an asset for the city. And that is the kind of thing that makes public power so valuable. Plus, public power then also returns a significant amount of money into the economy, not just into the economy, but also back to the local government for it to be able to use for purposes to improve the quality of life for their citizens, not just in the power area.
In the United States as well as in North Carolina, there's 3 basic types of electric providers. You have your investor-owned utilities like Duke Energy here in North Carolina. Then you have co-ops, which are rural electric cooperatives. And in our area here, we have Lumbee River and South River. And then you also have municipals. And those are entities that are owned by the citizens of a community. And PWC is the largest public power provider in North Carolina, and we supply power to roughly about 85,000 customers in Fayetteville area. When you take a look at PWC nationally, we are the 36th largest public power entity in the United States, with the largest being the city of Los Angeles with millions of customers, and actually the smallest one I believe is somewhere in Montana. I think they have 34 customers, is the smallest in the United States. When you take a look at comparing public powers rates, including PWCs, to investor-owned utilities, nationwide public power entities average about 10% less cost on a per kilowatt hour basis compared to the investor-owned utilities. Now, part of that is because we have lower overheads. We have a lot of sensitivity to reining in costs, and plus we don't make a profit. We return everything back into our system or back to our customers. When you take a look at reliability, public power entities, because we live and work in the areas in which we serve, we have a vested interest in keeping the lights on. And we also have a vested interest in keeping the water flowing and the toilets flushing. Because this is the community in which we live, and we really have a vested interest in it, and we want to provide the most reliable service that we can. Typically, public power entities outperform their investor-owned utility counterparts as far as providing reliable service across all the measures. I have to agree with Commissioner Fowler that having local control of the utility is probably the biggest advantage for public power companies, in that not only are our commissioners taking a look at the organization from a business sense, but they're also customers. So when they make decisions here, it's not only affecting the community in general, it's affecting them as customers. So when they take a look at stuff, they take a look at it both from their business sense and also from the sense of being a customer of this utility. So that gives them a very unique perspective to be able to balance low cost and reliability. So when they make those rate decisions or they make those investment decisions, they are well thought out from both the perspective of how they, as a business leader in the area, take a look at it, as well as how will the customers view it. That's a really important part, I think, of public power, and perhaps the biggest advantage. As you know, in my career, I worked over 23 years in an investor-owned utility setting. And investor-owned utilities are also concerned about rates and reliability. But to me, the biggest difference is when I come to this commission and I ask a question of them to take a look at an investment or something, the first question that normally comes out of their mouths is, what is the impact on customers? When I worked in the investor-owned side of the house, it was, how much can we make on that? Now, they still have a vested interest in reliability and everything, but I think that perspective of putting customer first, because our customers are our owners, is a real important aspect of public power. I think the true value of PwC to this community is that we do provide a real economic engine here. And the value which we provide to this community goes beyond just providing electricity and water and other services. It's the people who volunteer. It's our employees who work in the middle of the night to restore service. It's that dedication which we have from top to bottom of this organization to make sure that we provide the best service to our customers. And that's a message that I think we need to do a better job getting out there. We're recognized nationally and statewide, but sometimes people right here in Fayetteville don't know about all the great things that we do. So hopefully this segment will help them learn a little bit about that.